Number 1. Emily Blunt, Black Widow, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In an interview with Collider in 2018, Emily Blunt revealed that while she was in talks for the role of Black Widow, she ultimately had to pass on the opportunity due to scheduling conflicts with another project she was committed to at the time. Blunt expressed admiration for Scarlett Johansson's portrayal of the character, stating that she couldn't have done it better. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige explained that while Blunt was considered for the role early on in the casting process, the studio ultimately went with Johansson and couldn't be happier with the decision. Johansson has been kicking ass on the big screen ever since. 2. Adam Scott, Jim Halpert, The Office. Adam Scott, the American actor known for his roles in the TV series Parks and Recreation and the movie Step Brothers, auditioned for the role of Jim Halpert in the classic TV comedy The Office. Scott revealed this information during a 2019 appearance on Off Camera with Sam Jones. He explained that he auditioned for the role during the show's early stages of casting, but ultimately didn't get the part. John Krasinski landed the role of Jim Halpert, which he portrayed throughout the show's 9 seasons. Jim and Pam, forever in our hearts.
I am going to have to fix you, manage you on a more personal scale, a more micro form of management. Jim, what is that called?
Microregiment?
Boom, yes.
3. Edward Norton, Private Ryan, Saving Private Ryan. According to reports, Norton was one of several actors considered for the role of Private Ryan, which ultimately went to Matt Damon, who nailed the role. Norton turned it down to work on American History X, 1998, instead, which still to this day is often cited as one of the greatest performances of modern cinema. Saving Private Ryan was a critical and commercial success, winning several Academy Awards, and the movie is often cited as one of the greatest war films ever made, praised for its realistic portrayal of combat and its emotional impact.
Sir, they don't include me abandoning my post.
I understand that, but this changes things.
I don't see that it does, sir.
The Chief of Staff for the United States Army says it.
4. Eddie Redmayne, Kylo Ren, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. The British actor known for his Oscar-winning role in The Theory of Everything and the Fantastic Beasts movie series did audition for new galactic villain Kylo Ren. At the time, the project was still so top secret that he didn't even audition with a scene from the movie, and even then, the details around the character were extremely hush-hush. The fiery role went to the awesome Adam Driver.
Oh, what all masters live to see. Raw.
5. Robin Williams, Hagrid, Harry Potter. The legendary Williams was a fan of the Harry Potter world, and according to reports, was very keen to be involved in the films. He approached the filmmakers about playing Hagrid, the friendly giant and keeper of Hogwarts, but it was not to be, as Williams quoted, "There were a couple of parts I would have wanted to play, but there was a ban on American actors. Maybe one day, say if Harry goes to Yale and becomes president." Instead, iconic actor Robbie Coltrane played Hagrid. Coltrane's portrayal of Hagrid was widely praised by fans and critics, and he became one of the most beloved characters in the franchise.
Particularly round the middle.
I'm not Harry.
6. Emma Stone, Abby Yates, Ghostbusters. Stone was initially attached to star in the all-female reboot of the Ghostbusters franchise in 2016. Stone was reportedly offered a leading role in the movie, but ultimately turned it down due to scheduling conflicts and commitment issues. The role was later given to Melissa McCarthy, who played paranormal researcher Abby Yates in the film. Who you gonna call? Not Emma Stone.
1 wonton. I got a tub of soup, and I got 1 split wonton. There's not even any meat.
7. Hugh Jackman, James Bond, 007 franchise. Hugh Jackman, Hollywood favorite and Australian actor known for his kick-ass films like The Prestige and Prisoners, has been in consideration for the role of James Bond in the past. Jackman told Variety that he received a call asking whether he'd be interested in replacing Pierce Brosnan as 007. In his own words, "I just felt at the time that the scripts had become so unbelievable and crazy, and I felt like they needed to become grittier and real. And I got the reply, 'Oh, you don't get a say. All you have to do is join up.' I was also concerned that I wouldn't have time for anything else because of Bond and X-Men. With a new era of 007 quickly approaching, anything is on the table." The name's Jackman. Hugh Jackman.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's been a murder, and the killer is in plain sight.
8. Leonardo DiCaprio, Alan Turing, The Imitation Game. Leo, the ladies' man and all-time legend, was supposed to have the inside track to play Alan Turing in the film that would become The Imitation Game. DiCaprio was reportedly interested in the biographical drama about the life of the legendary mathematician and codebreaker. Although a year later, reports surfaced that he was no longer eyeing the lead. Benedict Cumberbatch took over the role of the mathematician, receiving an Oscar nomination for his outstanding performance, and the film went on to be a benchmark for that year.
Why do you think your German counterpart has a girlfriend?
9. John Lithgow, The Joker, Batman. Classic actor John Lithgow was reportedly in talks to play the role of the Joker in the 1989 Batman movie, directed by Tim Burton. However, the role ultimately went to the cool Jack Nicholson, who received critical acclaim for his portrayal of the iconic Batman villain. Back in 2017, John Lithgow told Vulture his Joker audition story. "I tried to persuade him I was not right for the part, and I succeeded."
You can call me Joker.
10. Jennifer Connelly, Vivian Ward, Pretty Woman. The talented and beautiful Connelly was considered for the role of Vivian Ward in the 1990 romantic comedy Pretty Woman. The role ultimately went to Julia Roberts, who received critical acclaim for her performance and became one of the biggest stars of the 90s. Gary Marshall, the director, thought of numerous young actresses for the role, but top contender Jennifer Connelly eventually removed her name from consideration because she believed she was too young for the role. 11. Will Smith, Django, Django Unchained. Oscar winner Will Smith was originally considered for the lead role of Django in the 2012 Western film Django Unchained, directed by the powerful Quentin Tarantino. However, Smith ultimately turned down the role, reportedly due to creative differences with Tarantino. Will Smith opened up about the choice on The Hollywood Reporter's 2016 Oscar Roundtable with fellow actors Samuel L. Jackson and Mark Ruffalo. "I wanted to make a love story, not a vengeance story.
The only way I could make that movie is it had to be a love story, not a vengeance story. I don't believe in violence as the reaction to violence."
Be sure to throw your thoughts in the comments. Be awesome.